Hello. Oh, I made it. Oh no, my thing is crashing. Chaos as usual. Ooh. My Streamlabs message has changed. Now it says you can no longer vote on this poll. Wow, I really need to get rid of that. I wonder if I can just get rid of that now while I think of it. Hey, oh, good to see everyone. Cub's been trying all sorts of safety measures. I don't know how likely it is that I'm gonna get hate rated, but I appreciate the diligence. I mean, I took some measures against it myself, so like people only being able to chat after they've been a follower for an hour, but people can vote straight away, so I think that's a good balance. I'm just going to see if I can turn off the poll thing right now, because or maybe I'll just have to do it another time. Why did I do it? How did I... There's so many things you can edit on Twitch and on what's it called, Streamlabs, which is great, but it does mean that there's quite a learning curve. Polls. Where is polls? Extensions, streaming tools, community, content. No, I don't know. I give up. I'll sort it out soon. Oh, you already took care of it. But it just said the poll has been cancelled after you said you'd taken care of it. So maybe you didn't. I don't know. Anyway, let me get the closed captions on. I'm not going to forget this week. Closed captions. Where are they? Here they are. Continue with Twitch. And we'll get going with the game soon. How was everyone's week? Did anyone catch any of my workouts I've been doing daily? It's been pretty intense. I'm on day 9. Okay, hopefully that's the closed captions going. Let me get that camera a bit more aligned. I mean, I actively left it on challenge because I'm not sure whether or not this counts as a tabletop RPG. Like, what is the best category for the Fellerman? I'm open to suggestions. Surprise rat. I hope you didn't whack it. That's what people tend to do with surprise rats. Oh. Ooh, I didn't know you could get notifications on Twitch. That must be how people pop up. Ah. Interactive fiction. Is that a category? The thing is, when you're selecting the games category on Twitch, I'm pretty sure even though there's a search function, you're choosing from a list that is pre-populated. Thus, they may not have interactive fiction. Though maybe they do, maybe they don't. Like even when I pick challenge, I'm like, do they mean the concept of challenges, or is there like an indie game called Challenge, which is quite possible. Who knows? I feel like it's somewhere in between a tabletop RPG, a challenge, and a just chatting. Well, we'll work it out eventually. Let me get the document up. Yeah, I guess that is a kind of category. A kind of definition. Oh, how am I so hot? I keep putting my jumper on and then taking it off. Let's get the Fellerman text up. Okay, yeah, tabletop RPGs is probably the closest thing. Last time I remember I did my exercise as part of the Fellerman stream, but I got that out of the way this morning. I'm kind of glad because I'm pretty wrecked at this point. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop here. I keep trying to open the Fellerman document. Come on. Open. I think it's taking a minute to load. So what we can do while we're waiting is have a look at Instagram. So I'll just open Instagram and I'll share my screen in one moment. I'll look at the hashtag Joy of Play Club. A little bit of news. I have made a YouTube channel archiving all of the streams so far. I had to hurry because like some of them don't stay up on they only stay up on Twitch for 2 weeks, but I think I managed to sort it all out. I ought to put the link to that YouTube channel somewhere, but that'll be handy if anyone wants to like remember what's happened previously. Oh, hello. That's can you see that? You can see the problems that I am having. I don't know what that voice signifies. Recovery in progress. That's how I feel. Rington recaps. Is that a secret? I'm glad I didn't have a more salacious document open. Rington, if some of you may remember, is the name of the settlement which you are currently exploring, Rington Bay. And in case any of you don't know, I have used this setting in an RPG previously. It was my homebrew setting. There's actually 10 worlds. This is one of 10 worlds. Potentially Billy could move beyond this one day, but we're playing on a more micro level, so it's more sort of room by room or kind of area by area rather than world hopping all the time, but you never know. Yeah, if Zach is going at about 9, yeah, let's raid Zach. I'm up for that. Even though if The one person that is ever, if she's ever streaming at the right time, I'm really looking forward to raiding, is KC Explosion. But I don't think Thursdays are her day. I've never seen her going when I'm ending. So Zach would be lovely. I'd love to support Zach. Can someone do a shout out to Zach? Oh, I think my documents are loading now. Oh, it looks... so now I haven't seen the poll in a while. I guess it took a minute to kick in. Well done for disabling that, baby. I'm afraid if anyone's sending me messages on Discord, there's no way I'm going to be able to read them at the same time as doing all these things. In fact, I'm going to quit Discord because there's only so much my computer can do at once. Okay, let's share the screen and let's have a look at Instagram. Ooh, there's the document now. Very nice, but can my face be above that? There's always a bit of chaos. You love it, don't you? You love the chaos. No, get smaller. That looks... That looks... okay. Fiddle-dee-dee. Okay, at least you can read that. Wait. Oh, you're setting up shout-outs? Thank you very much. Right, I will now share the screen. That's what I'm doing. Screen share. I don't know how other streamers make all this look so simple. They're just gifted wizards, I think. Okay, so hopefully... Come on, Instagram. Here we go. What do we got? Anything new? Well, even if there isn't anything new, there's some beautiful artwork. Ooh, I don't recognize this. Oh no, I do recognize this. This is an old one from Tom. A many-limbed mechanic. Ugh, so creepish. See if I can spot any new content though. Still lots of love for Tom's knitted gremlin, which is obsessed with hats. Seems familiar to me. This fantastic gremlin Sona from Carp. This great face Sona from Purple Patches. I'm afraid I've forgotten what your Steam name is. Yeah, do check out Zach Ramcorder. Sorry, I'm hopping between things. Well, we had a look at Instagram and lots of good stuff, but I'm gonna close this. Whew. And let's get down to it, shall we? Hat meme. Oh, somewhere I've got a picture of a hat meme. I will share it at some point. If any of you have seen Centaur World, you might be able to guess what moment in that made me think of the Fellerman's hat obsession. Okay, so just a quick over recap, for anyone who hasn't played before, this is a game where we all vote together to see what the crew of the Fellerman do. The Fellerman is a mechanical ship full of fey creatures that resembles a human with the pseudonym of Billy, who has a mission to investigate the human town of Rington Bay. But they have plot-useful amnesia to some degree. Yes, absolutely. Centaur World is a wild program. I have been enjoying that. And I'm sure I've taken some inspiration from it. So to recap what happened last week. Did I forget to write the recap? I have to use my memory, or our memory. Episode 4. In which the crew grabbed a cloak, grabbed a stew, served a stew, assessed a bog mummy. I think that was the gist of it. Let me just check in the stream chat. The Huns. Oh, okay. Did you? I don't think any mention was made of. Yes. I don't think you grabbed a bowl particularly. I suppose that could happen. To set the scene, I think you are standing around some aerialists, some crusty old folk in bunks, and there is a very smelly mummy that has been pulled from the toilets. Well, I can go to the hat count in the inventory. We have one beret, one origami hat, one garish outfit, one handkerchief, an aura of illusion, a simple black cloak, a faded silhouette shell, with some kind of inscription you can't read, and possible side quest of bedazzling your beret. I think it's time for the theme song. Wait. I've got to wet my whistle. There once was a man built out of lead, with a mob of fairies crowing his head. Those imps would be all out and proud, but gremlins aren't allowed. Ha! You can join the tiny scum to teach our Billy what to become. We shall see when the arguing's done if he'll pass as a bro. Okay, let's get down to it. So, to remind people, I think that's a daddy long legs and not a mosquito. Sorry, I'm being menaced. We have three options when we vote. A, avast, is usually a more cautious approach. B, blimey, is something a bit weird. And C, come about, is facing problems head on. But I will explain in more detail what the choices are as they approach, and you'll be able to vote in a poll. Ooh. You made a hat count. Okay. You know what? We can update that because I don't. If you're determined to grab a bowl, I think the bowls are still around. I think I will let there be. I should put all the hats together. I think that makes more sense rather than strictly having objects. No, I feel like, no, I've changed my mind. They should be in the order we got them. So I will now put one bowl hat. And I'm just confusing things with this Hatco Alpha Zone stuff. Okay. There you go. One bowl hat. And maybe I'll change handkerchief to one handkerchief hat so that we're clear about what is and what isn't a hat. Okay, hats updated. I think hat gamma frill would have been nice, but trying to streamline things slightly to try and rein back the confusion just an inch. We'll see. Well, hopefully the hat count isn't going to change so much that Carp has to update it that often, because there has to be some kind of a limit to how many hats Billy is wearing, right? After a while, it starts to become counterproductive as a means of blending in with the locals. Maybe we can complicate the hat system later, but please do not put upon... okay. Just be careful with Carp. Don't overload them with hats organization protocols. Hat stack. Okay. I respect your thirst for hats. Now, you are in Billy, sat by the low bunks. You've won some respect from the residents of the bed and breakfast. Sorry, the bunk and brekkie, the B&B. And what you do next could change everything. You surreptitiously added a hat to your stag, let's say, and Mrs. Breakfast approaches from the main doorway, which is quite near the low bunks, and says, I see you are making good friends, and you have done a little bit of work, but perhaps you can do some more work for me. Perhaps you can help our other residents shake a leg so that we can get their bunks cleaned. If you go to the main bunks over there, you can maybe encourage them to wake up. And my voice is kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I sound Swedish anymore. I only sound Swedish when I say Swedish, and I wouldn't say Swedish because Sweden does not exist, and now I sound German. Oh, my accent's terrible. Anyway, she is asking you to go and get the remaining slugger beds up. So let me suggest some ways that this could happen. Gently ask each resident to awaken. Come about would be shout and bang. Shout, wakey, wakey, and bang, and bang, pots to rouse the sleepers. Blimey. Oh, this text is a different size and it's bugging me out. Size 20. Oh, what would a nice weird thing be? Wandering accent. No, I think Mrs. Breakfast. I mean, she's from Rington, but she just has a funny accent. I mean, indeed, you know, do we know what the accent of the average Ringtonian is? Ooh, I've got an idea for a blimey. I don't know why that popped into my head. There we are. Now the fonts are all equal. Okay. A. Gently ask each bunk resident to awaken. B. Impersonate Mrs. Breakfast and tickle the sleepers awake. Or C. Shout, wakey, wakey, and bang pots to rouse the sleepers. Time to vote. Get your voting fingers ready. While my lovely mod prepares a vote, I'm going to have a sip of water. If anyone is a new viewer and you are not able to chat for 1 hour, you should still be able to vote in the poll. Every vote makes a difference. Where's it gonna go? Ooh, I mean, I'm not too surprised, but things can change. I could add a cheeky vote myself. I'm going to be cheeky. Yay, I was allowed to vote. Very cheeky. Ooh, I'm not surprised. You all went for B. This is becoming high pantomime. Okay. So as the Billy, you when you kind of duck down so nobody can see and you rearrange your face to try and get it more of that classic Mrs. Breakfast kind of she has a very kind of closed face. She always looks kind of half asleep herself, and that kind of thin grin. You achieve that look with the Billy's face and some hard-working gremlins pulling the mouth, and those in the throat area try and get a perfect Mrs. Breakfast accent going. And you shamble, you pull your cloak over you in a way that more kind of resembles her pinny, and yeah, she does look a bit like a pumpkin. I mean, maybe it's a little mean to say she looks like someone sat on a rotting pumpkin, but she's pumpkin-esque. She's Gordine. Anyway, a little bit squished. You all make the billy move over to the main bunks area, and you go up to the first pair of feet you can see sticking out of some blankets, and you say, "Hello, it's me, Mrs. Breakfast. Tickle, 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 tickle," in your best impression. Oh dear, Tom, that is strong. And at first there's no reaction, so Billy perseveres, but also reaches out to tickle some other toes at the same time. Mrs. Breakfast, you tickle, tickle, tickle. The gremlins who are working the voice bellows, really going for it, and the lip movers are and after a moment of no reaction, suddenly both bunk participants wake with a fright, with some shock and confusion, and as they both jolt upright, not being sure what has happened, see each other, realize someone has been tickling them, and instinctively start brawling with each other. These two sort of ragged fisher folk looking people fall out of their bunks, stand up, continue fighting, and start knocking other people out of their bunks. It's a bit of a chain reaction. So everyone does end up being awakened, but a small fight, a medium-sized fight. Yes, it is. You know what? It is a tickle fight, but the dangerous thing is that it begins to escalate. Not merely content with the tickling fingers, some fool picks up a pillow from their bunk and starts knocking people with it. The feathers are flying out. The feathers are extra tickly. It's absolute carnage. Yeah, it's a ticker-fuffle. In fact, I'm going to make a note of this so I don't forget that this happened. Also, I need to name this episode. Oops. This. Oh, maybe that's the name of the whole episode, actually. Because ticker-fuffle is... It's a great word, and I'm very impressed. Mrs. Brick. No! Oh, such a fiddler. Right. So, how are you going? No, this is not the end. You know what? I was just preparing so that I don't forget at the end to do the recap. All that's happened, basically, is that another hat has been added to the swag, and a pillow fight has broken out due to the actions of the crew trying to rouse the sleeping residents. So, kind of partial success here, but unforeseen consequences. I mean, the sexiness depends on your kind of perspective. Picture a load of kind of half-dressed acrobats and fisher people, people with peg legs, rustic folk. They could look friendly at other times, but at this point they seem blinded with rage, even though they are only tickling and pillowing each other. It almost looks like it could get out of hand. Right, yeah, I mean, you can have a sexy perspective on this. Yeah. At all times in this thick stone tower, just as the lower bunks are slung from the walls, there are very high up bunks that are slung, and there are long lengths of material on which aerialists are prone to spinning down like spiders, and indeed a few of these aerialist gang folk come down and join in the fight, and it's getting quite severe, and Billy turns to look down at Mrs. Breakfast, and she seems to be gesturing that this is no good. You need to break this up, otherwise she might be confess. So you've got to think of what we can do next to stop this pillow fight turning into a broken face for Billy, perhaps. Let me think. Perhaps would be a sensible way would be a polite plea for peace. Blimey could be doing a distracting dance, and come about could be lob the bog mummy into the fray. Yeah, vote for what you think. I am going to say that Billy does not have genitals, and that he's definitely breakable. Not the best repaired robot. You did wash up in that weird water on the beach, which seems quite destructive. So it's a miracle that the Billy is as well put together as it is. Voting time. Which way is it going to go with voting time? It's so good to see you, Peridot, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I mean, Billy is a construct, but aren't we all? Billy is literally a gender construct. I never thought about that. If the Billy had a Magic the Gathering card, I would put the type line as creature gender construct. Ooh, that was a very contentious vote. we just about cinched B. Doing a distracting dance. Can anyone describe what this dance might look like? What? And I will try. Give me some instructions, and I will try and simulize the dance myself. Okay, we've got sexy. Something vaguely like the robot. I'm not promising that I can do the robot, but I'll try. The time warp. I remember there's like a step to the left and a jump to the right. I don't have a pole. I give poles, but I don't have poles. Oh. Thigh slapping. Okay, I think I feel like it's enough instructions to give some kind of a simulacrum of see, are there any further instructions? Right. Okay. So, right, jump to the kind of this kind of, and then a bit of this stuff, and then lots of thigh slapping. Maybe make it a little bit more. Yeah, get the robot arms going. Is this distracting? I'm getting a bit dizzy, and I guess the Billy would be as well. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? I'll keep the hats on. I was not able to see for most of that. Such an uncomfortable hat. So, ow. Right, yes, the Billy does a dance like that, and most of you inside probably do get a little bit dizzy. What happens next? You did a distracting dance. Oh, you know what would make it easier to do these recaps? If I saved. The idea has only just occurred to me now. If I save each of the things as they happen, and then I can put them all together at the end. See whether I can actually be bothered to do that, but it's an idea. Okay, and what happens as a result of this dance? Well, it works. It's such a strange series of movements, and remember that Billy has this minor aura of illusion and these flamboyant clothes that add to any performance. They certainly garner attention, and Carp is busy adding lots of fancy things. Thank you. If anyone ever wants to buy me a Ko-fi, that'd be very kind of you. Please ignore the dead name. So, what was my question? What happens? The people. You know what? I think I'm a little distracted by having the hats on. All of the people who were fighting, the pillow fighters, are successfully distracted and rubbing their eyes, because remember, they were asleep a moment ago, gathering their wits. They are still looking a little bit confused. They stumble down from the mezzanine area to the area where everyone else was eating breakfast, and someone else goes and grabs a bit more soup from the cauldron. Everyone sits round and eats their breakfast. And Mrs. Breakfast gives you a little nod. It seems to say that she is not going to break your face immediately. Damnazon. Yes, indeed. Okay, well done. So, now that maybe the mistress of the house has been temporarily placated, you feel like maybe Billy could slink off and do something different. You can choose between climbing up. Let me write this down as I say it, otherwise I'll immediately forget. Climb up to the rafter bunks. Chat with the aerialists. I cannot spell that word. I'm not sure that word is in. Oh yeah, there it is. AE, of course. Blimey might be dive in the wash tub, and a vast might be go empty the chamber pots in case Mrs. Breakfast still needs more chores done. Okay, that's what we're voting on. Whoop. Oh, Perry Dot. Yeah, so I'll just refresh my image. There's some low bunks, which is kind of the area in which people seem to eat at because it's quite near the stove. There's kind of a raised, rickety mezzanine area where the most bunks are, where you just roused everyone. And then up in the highest area, there are some more bunks, rafter bunks, and this seems to be where the kind of young, gangster-looking aerialist people move up to on their long pieces of material, near a large window, as it is, and a couple of large windows, one with a window box, and one that looks like it opens out onto a thatched roof. The wash tub is on the other side of the stove, and behind it there is an exit next to the chamber pots. I probably should have described this beforehand, but there you go. You're thinking of all sorts of fancy things, Carp, and I appreciate all of this functionality, but please don't put yourself out. There's no rush to add all of these fancy features. You know what I would like to do for myself at some point is make a thing like a frame so that there's no negative space, with like a little picture of the Billy and maybe an area for a little map of Rington. That would be nice. Okay, wow. Everyone voted for C. Yeah. Okay, so now that everyone's got out of the way in the little mezzanine area, it's easy for you in the billy to approach a particularly thick-looking piece of silk and to, using all of your internal efforts to articulate the billy's arms and legs, I suppose that's how you climb a long piece of material, to scramble up towards this, slightly scary area next to this high window. And there is a little bit of a ledge, and there are also some empty bunks that you can kind of move between, but Billy has to be very careful because it is like a 3-story drop up here. That's really kind of you, Willow. Yeah, we should definitely chat about that sometime. Cool. Right, so amongst these rafter bunks, there are a few rafter punks. There are some edgy aerialists, but even if they look a little gruff at first, they're giving you some wry smiles. They've been watching everything that's been happening with the good eagle eye view they have up here, and they seem quite amused at your antics, at all of the hubbub you've been causing. And one of them says, yeah, you've been putting on quite a show, you have. My name's Tina, on account of I play the concertina, and yeah, we respect you enough to give you a little bit of information, so ask us a question, and because you look like the curious sort, yeah, we'll see what we can do for you. So, of the questions that you can ask these young hooligans, you could ask, what would most please Mrs. Breakfast? Or you could ask how to where you might get info about the professor. Or you could ask, what the heck an aerialist is and why. There you go, 3 questions. I never know what people are going to pick, honestly. When you'll vote, I often have an idea in my head what I think's going to happen, and it is often confounded. So, and every vote matters. I can see which way the vote is going. When you are voting, can you see how many votes are already on each one? Because if that's so, based on what I learnt in psychology class, I would imagine that there is some influencing of each other. I mean, you could see that, like, oh, the people are going for this thing, or it's split between these two, I'm going to break that vote. Or like, if 5 people have voted for A, then you might well think, I might as well vote for A as well. So I'm curious whether that's something that happens. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, that's so fancy. Look at that reminder. Oh, thanks for setting that up, and thank you for all of the supporters. I recognise almost everyone. Okay. People getting very main questy here, I notice. I admire that. I get you a man who can do both side quests and main quests. Nice. So you ask what was her name? Tina, about where or whom or how you could possibly learn more about someone called the Professor. Tina says, yes, I have heard of her, vaguely. I think she was a bit before my time. Now, I'm trying to think. Perhaps if you went to the sideshows, they might know something or two. I heard that the Professor had some connection to some of them strong people, so-called. Don't know why they call them that. It's all an illusion. But yeah, if you open the window and head out across the roof, you'll soon get to the sideshows if that's what you want to do. So there you go. And as amusing as you've been, I'm going to go back to sleep. Mrs. Breakfast doesn't bother us up here, so I'm going to catch another 40 winks. See you later, you funny man. And all of the young punks head back to sleep in their bunks, though you suspect they've still got half an eye open on anything that might happen. Did her accent wander that much? I just put her in the nasal range. There is no hat to steal. I don't picture aerialists as wearing a lot of hats. Maybe because of all of the spinning and upside downness. Yeah, so, but you got a new piece of information. And I think Billy is so intrigued by this fact that you lean over, reach the large window open more, step out onto the thatched roof, and feeling that it's thick enough to support your weight, even not on the main timber, you start moving towards the sideshows in search of more information about the Professor. And no, I'm afraid you don't manage to shake down the aerialist for any craft supplies. You are so hat hungry. You got a new hat this week. I can never promise you more than one hat per week. At some point, this hat list is going to become unmanageable. It's a bowl, but it's still a hat. There will be more hats, I promise. But anyway, you're getting closer to the Professor, perhaps. But we're coming to the end of our adventure for this week. And on the bombshell that you might be getting a bit closer to the Professor, maybe, we will draw to a close with a singing of the just copy this. Don't know whether I can be bothered to keep doing this, but it could be useful. Okay. You see how quickly I get distracted? 1 second I say, oh, I'm going to sing the thing, and then... okay. There... There once was a man built out of lead, with a mob of fairies crowing his head. Those imps would be all out and proud, but gremlins aren't allowed. Ha! You can join the tiny scum to teach our Billy what to become. We shall see when the arguing's done if he'll pass as a bro. Thank you everyone so much for the adventure. Big shout out to Magikarp for fabulous and complicated modding. And thank you everyone for coming along. It's been a really fun week. The adventure has been very complicated. Okay, remix time. Oh, well, I guess I got to play the remix twice now, because I was going to play it anyway, and you've just spent a big whack of points. So we're going to play the remix twice, and please check out Loose Changelings, Bandcamp. My brain is rapidly running out of cells, but that is the source for this wonderful remix, which I'm looking for now. Where did I put it? And no, I won't play Adrian Celestiano. I refuse. Everyone keeps begging me, but I simply refuse to. So now, if I search for gremlins.mp3, I will get the remix playing momentarily. I want to thank everyone again. Ooh, now there's a mystery. I mean, I was thinking of keeping it mysterious, but maybe I shouldn't, because maybe if it's something... Tell you what, I'm going to keep it as a mystery until somebody redeems it. Then you'll find out what it is, and at that point I will actually update the description. Oh, you've added a lot of fancy things here. That's cool. I was thinking of adding another stanza to the song, but I don't want to make it too long, especially because I sing it twice a time. And also, it's kind of like got a verse and a chorus, and then if I added another verse, it would be like verse, chorus, which wouldn't really work. I'll probably just keep it like that. Anyway, have I... No, it's not .mp3, is it? What's it called? Gremlins.mp4. Getting my file formats mixed up. Okay, finally, I'm ready to get it on screen.
Oh yeah, remix me, babe. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. What's brown and goes ping? Clouds. What's brown and goes ping? Knock knock. What's brown and goes ping? Clouds. What's brown? Lawnmower. What's brown? Me, stupid. What's brown? Me. Knock knock. Who's there? Me, stupid. Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? They don't allow gremlins. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. Oh yeah, remix me, baby. Like a soft friend. What's brown and goes ping? Clouds. What's brown and goes ping? Knock knock. What's brown and goes ping? Clouds. What's brown? Lawnmower. What's brown? Me, stupid. What's brown? Me. Knock knock. Who's there? Me, stupid. Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Orange, you glad I didn't say knock knock? Who's there? They don't allow gremlins.
So I myself can hear what is happening when I play the video. Anyway, thank you so much. Yeah, I felt like I had to do something extra for that extra 22,000 that was spent on that. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for coming this week. Now, is Zach on? Shall I raid Zach? Zach, are you streaming? You're still. I could make a cheap. You're still muted, redeemable. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Should be the same next week. We'll have to see what happens with Billy. Yeah, it's raid time, and the raid message is the Fellerman comes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Carp. Thank you, Perry, for your donation. Thank you, everyone, for making this what it is. Yeah, be very nice to my friend Zach, Ramcorder. And if there's anyone you think might be interested in this stream, we always love to get new viewers, new followers. So do let people know. Yes, the Fellerman comes. Let's do it. Love you all. Bye for now. Have a good week. Have a great week. And live like you're a screaming gremlin in a mysterious machine.
I love it. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Lambda Girl. Hi, Carp. Hi, Willow. How's it going, everyone? Hello. The Fellerman does indeed